Today's game, I think the better team won. The team that executed the best, the team that was coached the best, the better team won. It wasn't. We were just kind of hanging on the entire game, stayed close. A disallowed goal gave us a chance there to try to buy something at the end, but it was. I think from myself on out, I wasn't. We tried to make adjustments, couldn't get the adjustments made. So that's on me, not having us ready enough to play and to be able to execute a plan. Well, they won the battles to start with. They controlled possession to start with. They had a lot more structure to their game. You know, they came out the weak side out of the defensive zone consistently and with easy outs. We had very little offensive zone pressure against them, sustained offensive zone, and they battled hard. They separated us well. They had a better first, second man. They had more line rush ice opportunity against us, and they had more offensive zone time in our zone where we weren't able to kill play. So really, it felt in a lot of ways, our guys battled hard and tried to do it, but I think that they played a much more structured team game than we did. And like I said, that's not on our players. That's completely on me to be able to get them to, when we try to make an adjustment, something we think will work. That's the message I shared with them after the game. Come up to the coaches after and say, "Coach, that was a bad decision. That didn't work." But we weren't able to get that to even get to that point. So that our players played with their heart. I mean, they're disappointed in the locker room. They gave everything they could out there, but I think the team, the better team, that played a better team, a more disciplined team game, won the game. And I'm not going to make any excuses for that. That falls on me.
Well, 5-minute power play, you pull within a goal, you got 4 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
What was the mindset on the bench? It seemed like you guys were right back in it.
Well, watching that, I still thought that we, and I know that Chris Brooks spends a lot of time with one of our power play units. We just thought we were really getting individualistic. Then we put one in the net, so you don't want to make changes because they found a way to find a middle bumper play that got us a look at the back door. But we were, for a lot of it, you saw it like we did. We were just killing time on the outside. We were moving, and mostly by skating. We weren't moving the puck around the outside. A lot of it was by skating and not trying to draw them. And they were able to turn. They were really able to turn every part of the game into a one-on-one game, and that worked for them. They won the one-on-one game. They won the one-on-one battles. And when they needed a second guy, they had the first second guy. So they were prepared to play. They're building. They're building their program, and they're trying to build it the right way, and they're getting buy-in. And right now we have to find a way to have success. We struggled a few weeks ago against a team that did the very same thing. Huntsville played a very structured game. Now Huntsville doesn't have the talent that Lake State has, so Lake State was able to put pucks in the net against us. But we have to find a way to do things against teams that play really well together and want to grind. We have to find ways to be able to have fun and enjoy those games.
You guys had a lot more time in the power play than they did, but those 2 penalties you guys took at the end of the second period, Basilico got that winner. How much did the untimely penalties kill you?
Yeah, I think they were huge. We started to get some momentum back, and then at the end of the second, we got a few penalties, and it just kind of kills it a little bit. We don't get 4 lines going, so a lot of guys aren't getting a lot of minutes. So guys are just kind of sitting, waiting around, and then you have the period. So guys are sitting for 30 minutes, right? So it kills momentum for our team. It kills momentum for individuals that don't play on the penalty kill, and then you just can't get much going after that.
Coach, you've been to the doorstep of this tournament a lot of times since 2012. Can you learn from this? What's the key to breaking through?
Well, the only real loss is if we don't. If we don't get better from this. Last year, I think the game here against Bowling Green kick-started us a little bit because we have a lot of the same guys, and we went through a lot of the same thing last year where it comes down to a battle of wills. And we had already lost twice to Bowling Green. We came here and lost again to Bowling Green and got handled pretty well in the championship game. And then we went there and got beat 7-2. And then the next night we we turned things around, and that kind of catapulted the second half of our year. So, you know, you don't want to keep going through lessons. You want to just get your team to the point where they perform and they know how to perform cohesively. That's what it is. Like I hate coaching the way that we coached this game today. I would have in a different game sent a lot of messages and a lot of lessons. We coached today to win a game. So, you know, we did things to shorten the bench. We did things to try to do things, and if we would have done it at the end, it would have been absolutely great. But it really would have been, we would have cheated the game in some degrees, because in a lot of ways we got, you know, they deserved the game. They deserved the game went in their favor. So, I would I don't like coaching this way. I don't like these kind of games where you feel like you're almost begging and pleading. You know what I mean, for compete level. So we're going to have to, it's going to come from within the room at some point, and we'll get there. But this will sting. It's going to sting for guys. The guys wanted to win. They wanted to win. We just haven't done a good enough job as a staff of teaching them, of getting it just so ingrained on what you have to do to win. And I think Lake State had that more ingrained tonight for sure. You know, the compete level and the drive and just looking for a good fight. They were looking for a good battle the whole game, right to the point where they had a captain booted out for a contact to the head. They just wanted to take it right to the edge and flirt with that and play a physical game. And you know, I like that. I like that. That's a good, this is a good game. This is a good game. It teaches guys how to compete, and it's going to happen at some point. You have to learn how to play in all different types of facets. So, again, that's on us. That's not on our guys. Played hard. They kept in it. They wanted to win. They kept trying. It was frustrating. They kept trying, beat down that wall, and we just kind of have to find a way to, go over the wall, go around the wall, go under the wall, do some things that'll work versus trying to, just drive it down their throat individually. You know what I mean? We have to have guys work together, and I thought Lake State did that well. Their transition game was really good. I thought it was excellent. So they did a good job. It was very similar to me. It felt like the Clarkson games earlier in the year, where we just couldn't get a lot of sustained stuff going, and they didn't give us a lot of zone time in the offensive zone either. And so, great, thanks.